Hello my fellow creators, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and welcome to day 7 of my Spellbinders August 2026 All Clubs Crate series. Today we're going to be playing with the embossing folder of the month, which is Happy Jacks, and that does all these different jack-o'-lantern faces on your panel. So let's get started. I'm going to bring in this little sticky mat I have because I'm going to be doing some ink blending on my panel before I run it through the embossing folder. So I decided to bring in my oxide inks. So I'm using Shaded Lilac, Seedless Preserves, and Villainous Potion, just to do some purple ink blending here. And so I think my blending is going to be starting in the center and then going outward. So I'll start with my lightest ink, which is the Shaded Lilac, and then I'll come in with Seedless Preserves and Villainous Potion last. So let's try and get a good blending here. Now I'm also going to use the bonus die set from the All Clubs crate this month on my card, as well as a sentiment from the clear stamp and die of the month. So combining these clubs, which is super easy to do because they all coordinate so well. I didn't take off this part, which would hold my sticky mat. Gosh darn it. That's okay. Should have done that. I don't know why I didn't take it off, but I didn't, which means this is moving. My cardstock is staying still, but the whole mat is moving. You know what? Let me do that. Why am I playing around here? There. Now it's not going to move. Much better, right? So let me just do this ink blending. It will kind of smooth out a little bit, and then I'm going to go over it with my embossing folder, or I'm going to emboss it with my embossing folder. And then I'll probably add a little bit of Splatter, the Sparkle Splatter. And I'll be sure to link to everything in the description box, friends. So I have been super busy trying to get these videos done quickly so that I can spend some time with my mama. As I mentioned, she's not doing well. She was in the hospital. Fortunately, she is home now and on the mend. But anytime my mama gets sick, it's a little bit scary because she's 91. So that kind of puts a scare into us. Okay, let me kind of go over the whole thing and see what else I need to do. I think I need to go more with Villainous Potion there on the end, on the edges. Oh yeah. Well, I got that sticky mat off, but look what I did. Good thing I am going to run this through that embossing folder, so that'll kind of press it down at the same time it's embossing my jack-o'-lantern faces. So I am going to spray it with a little bit of water on the back, just to mist it up a little bit before I place it in my embossing folder. Okay, ran that through my embossing folder. Let's take a peek. Loving it. So you'll see it flattened it out from how I had messed it up because I did run it through my Platinum 6. So I think I'll go over this with some of my VersaFine Clear ink, just lightly for my jack-o'-lantern faces. But let me put something here so I don't get black all over my work station. Oh, I love it. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm still having the purple be the background, but add some black to have these jack-o'-lantern faces pop. What do you think? I really got it on the center. Okay, so I am going to set this aside to dry for just a minute while I put all my die cut pieces together. So as I mentioned, I brought in the bonus die set and I cut all my pieces. I also have the sentiment here ready to stamp. I just didn't stamp it yet. So I'll put this in my mini MISTI and stamp this. So what I do usually, not always, is cut out the sentiment, die cut it first, and then stamp it second. Okay, and I think I'm gonna go in with just my VersaFine Clair ink here. And this sentiment says cute, but potentially cursed. One more stamping, because this stamp I have not used yet, so that usually requires me to go in there twice. Perfect. And set that aside to dry so I don't smudge it with my fingers like I always do. Oh no. Okay. Now we can put together all the die cut pieces, which I cut a bunch of the eyes. I cut one mouth, I think 2 sets of teeth, and then this is going to be the little tongue that sticks out like that. So let me put these together. Alrighty friends, I did trim down my panel to 4 by 5 1/4 because it is going to go on a black card base again. So let's get this attached, and then we'll add all the fun detail to the front. Oh, I forgot to add my little sparkle splatter. So I am going to add this. Just a little bit to add a little bit of sparkle to our card. All right, probably added a little too much sparkle. I don't know. What do you think? Is there ever too much sparkle? But there's no going back. It's added. Let's make sure my card's the right way. Oops. Okay, now we can add all the fun goodies. So I'm going to make this little monster face go on this jack-o'-lantern background panel with lots and lots of different eyeballs. Now, I cut a whole bunch. I wasn't sure how many I was going to use, so I figured let me just get as many cut as I can, and we'll attach them as we go. Because this is going to be a monster with a ton of eyes. Maybe I'll put just a couple more. Maybe a small one. Oh, you know what I could add to this? I'll grab some right now, but I have googly eyes. I can add googly eyes to this, right? Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, I think I'll do that. Let me finish adding these eyes. Oh, and my sentiment. Where am I going to put my sentiment? I think right here. Right? That'll go perfect right there. And then, let's see. Yeah. One more of these, and then the googly eyes can come in. And I'll save these in my packaging for the next time I make a card. I'll already have some eyes cut and assembled. Okay. All right, I have two different size googly eyes. These are the larger ones, and here's some smaller ones. So let's see what will look best there. Let me pour a few out, just so it's easier to grab. But let's see. Googly eye. Googly eye. And googly eye. Maybe some of the tiny ones too. So we have a nice variety of different size eyeballs on this card. I'm just placing them down, then I'll attach them with my liquid glue. Once I know where I want all my googly eyes placed. Okay, so that one, the sentiment, let's see, foam tape should do the trick. One, two, And 3. Oh, so cute. What do you think? So here is our completed card with googly eyes on our background of jack-o'-lantern faces, and that's using the embossing folder of the month. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribed to my YouTube channel or followed me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.